What's up, y'all? This is Curious One, and we're at the Ugly Table, looking at the Scarlett movie figure again. This is going to be part two of I popped the movie figure, the movie Scarlett figure. Um, Let me just start off by saying, if if you're not willing to accidentally destroy this figure, don't even attempt it. Um, Unless you know what you're doing, you're customizer, you're like pounds, and you do this shit all the time. You know what I mean? Don't even attempt it. Especially don't attempt it while you're drunk as shit, like I am. Um, I do pretty much everything drunk because I figure like if I can do it drunk, then I can do it sober. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, definitely don't try this if you are not willing to accidentally sacrifice the figure, because it is a possibility. So, as I showed you in the last one, it pops apart down here at the waist, and then you have the abdomen, and it pops apart too. There's a stationary ball joint that sticks out of the diaphragm that goes down into the abdomen piece, and from the pelvis there's a stationary ball joint that pops into the abdomen from the bottom. Now, as I showed you on the bottom, it didn't really look like there was too much that I could do with it, and I didn't really mess with it too much. I just kind of sanded it a little bit, hoping that I could get rid of that clicking noise. And then on the top, I kind of just did exactly what I said I was probably going to do, and I took a Dremel, and I used this small bit here, and I just put it in at an angle and tried not to touch that center circle that I showed you, which is the what holds that ball joint. And I just kind of put an angle around it because it was kind of let's say this is the top of the circle, it kind of rounded and then went down to the bottom circle. So I kind of just tried to flatten it instead of it being like a rounded. I kind of just tried to flatten it all the way around. And I didn't get exactly what I wanted out of it, but I did get some, and I think I'm happy with it. So if you watch my review of her, you would know that on my figure, I don't know if they're all like this, but if you tried to crunch her over the way she is right now, she would just spring back up. Well, she's crunched. Not a great amount, but it does almost bury the yellow. You see the yellow symbol right there in the center? She almost buries that. Yeah, like I said, it's not a huge amount as far as forward, but it does actually give her some crunch, because originally the way she came, anytime I tried to bend her forward, she would just spring straight back up. So that's her. That's where it would spring back to, approximately. So you are getting a bit, you know, not a whole lot. But it also gave me just a little bit more rock back and forth. And I think it actually gave me a lot more backwards. Can't remember exactly how far she could bend backwards to begin with, but I'm pretty sure that's a lot more than what it was to begin with. And when she turns at the waist, I'm not really getting that clicking noise anymore. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think it came out pretty well. She does have a lot of melon, and I'm still not sure why her hair comes off, to be honest with you. But that was enough to make me like this figure a lot more. I was kind of disappointed with it because all the articulation in here was either seized up or was like, and cleaning that up actually makes me like this figure a lot more. I still need to fix the shins. And it's possible that I'll do a head swap on her if I can find one that'll fit her, because I don't know, the way they did her hair, it just, I don't know. They gave her too much melon, I think. So, as I said, do it at your own risk. Don't come to me talking about how you messed up your figure because I told you to. Because I didn't tell you to. I said this is something that you might be able to do. So, anyways, y'all have a good night. Try to stay out of trouble. Y'all take it easy, alright? Latest. Lazy bitch.